You are keeping quiet when the country is disappearing, it is being dismantled by one man, one group. No! The time is now, you wake up, ladies and gentlemen. I would also like to thank the members of the press for being so patient, because we made you wait, but you did not say that you were tired. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Conservative Party, I would like to express our deep concern over the circumstances that have led the state of Uganda to this treaty areas in Lukwago, the former Lord Mayor of Kampala, in the way they have done. Many people are scared about what has happened. Elias Lukwago is a man of joy, is a man of dignity. He has served Uganda for over 20 years with dignity and respect throughout the world. Nobody should have treated him like that. We are concerned about the manner he has been treated, and we think we must come up and defend his personal human rights. Just to answer the former speaker who spoke articulately about who leads Uganda today. Who is the crisis? You have the president and his son. Under Article 79(2), clause 2 of the Constitution spells out a person who has got the mandate and to govern the country. The directives given by the son of the president are unconstitutional. It is only Parliament which has got the force of law to insert a law existence on any particular legislation. Whatever directives the son of the president is giving is out of place, it is unconstitutional, and judging from the content of the Constitution, I could even say he has attempted to take over government. And any person who takes over government out of law is supposed to appear in court and be detained and explain where he gets those powers. As a commander of chief, as a CDF, I don't think he has the powers to make laws as he speaks out. We are so lenient in the people of Uganda. We should have been woken up to take action and defend our independence. Nobody should sit on us simply because it's the son of the president. I am alarmed to hear that. And we are not going to keep quiet about that. The pronouncements the president is making have violated these laws. Article 28 of the Constitution, Article 208 of the Constitution, Article 79 clause 2 of the Constitution, and Article 44 of the Constitution. A person who goes to that extent in terms of abusing the Constitution deserves jail. We cannot simply see why are we dysfunctional. We are dysfunctional because Parliament is equally dysfunctional. Parliament should have been the area which would have started the defense of the people's rights and the freedoms. It is on record that when Comrade Mukaku and the former Treasurer General of the Democratic Party were arrested in the same circumstances as the Lukwago was treated at Makinge barracks. I was in Parliament. I rose up as a member of Parliament to defend those people, and sooner or later they were released. I'm looking forward to seeing an action taken by Parliament to make sure that come what when, Parliament should be able to sit and discuss the scandal of perhaps the highest magnitude in recent years. Parliament is free. The Constitution of Uganda is free. There is no reason why we should just sit. In fact, it is a shame, Mr. Chairman, sir, it is a shame to note that as we speak now, the highest organ of government, which is cabinet, is sitting in Kampala. How can a scandal of that magnitude take place when cabinet is sitting and is doing nothing and nobody's issued even a single statement. And we are governed by anybody now. This is a terrible state of anarchy. So the defenders of our freedom should be the members of parliament. Parliament is sitting in dysfunction. I call upon the Speaker of Parliament and the leader of the opposition to do all they can to make sure that they sit on an emergency basis to discuss the current crisis. Why has the rule of law gone to the dogs? It has gone to the dogs because Parliament is not functional. It has gone to the dogs because the key players in politics, in accordance with our constitution, are dormant. Political parties are supposed to be the vanguard of democratic practice. We are almost as if we are dead, and yet we are living. Can the Attorney General of Uganda give us a law that stops political parties from publicly articulating issues in public rallies? In the case of Uganda Human Rights Network versus Attorney General, the Constitutional Court resolved that a member of a political party can organize a meeting, address a meeting, or the public demonstration, provided the police is alerted. But can any political party now hold the public rally? No. What is the basis of that stagnancy? We are stagnant on that point because there is no rule of law. Otherwise, you hold the public rally and the other will be arrested beyond the scales of any asylum. So we have a big problem which must be solved without delay. I am very much concerned about what is happening in Uganda as we speak. In the case of Uganda versus Sekabira, you remember the crisis of Bugewere. Government took to court Sekabira and the others who were victims, were tortured, and Justice Ochamni dismissed the application of government. So with that experience, I do not see how the government of Uganda would have watched the torture of Lukwago in the circumstances they have taken place. With reference to that case I have quoted, it is a big shame to the government of Uganda and even the police and the security forces to practice what court wrote out. I would like to invite them to revisit that case with reference to the Attorney General of Uganda. I am a little bit disappointed because now, where do we want to? Where do we want to as a country? I can see another Idi Amin, imagine. If we are not careful, what do we do? The best we can do is to act in the way we are trying to do. So I would like to give praise to our colleagues who have acted yesterday. They are pioneers of the struggle, and we are marching on. Process of change are not necessarily restricted to one entity. You can fight your way through a dimension of ways. Otherwise, during the struggle for liberation in 70 days, when those 27 people woke up to defend Uganda, they were not alone. They were joined by many alternative military forces to ensure that they get rid or they fight the enemy. I have talked to the family of Lukwago, and the most scary part of the invasion was one where the security forces entered the gate and they started breaking the bedroom when Lukwago was inside. By the time they reached him, he was almost dead. That kind of torture should not have been experienced under the age of President Museveni, who gave support for so many years. He has been in power for 40 years. And for him to keep quiet when his son is torturing people the way he's torturing them is not acceptable. I call upon the people of Uganda to wake up and fight your way instead of defense. Otherwise, we are in trouble. Why did we support him in Wales? I had a small kiosk around the Kabusu, you know, my small shop in Mutunwe. When they told me that the front line of the fighters has arrived at one visit, I told them, please, you come straight to my place. I will see whatever you find it to be the end of the mandate, free of charge, everything I gave, I surrender to in support of their struggle. But when I see what is happening now, I don't know to in trouble, Mr. President. To my fellow political parties, I would like to urge them in the same way Mr. President, Mr. Chairman has done. I think the time is now for political parties in Uganda to think of working together. We may use several groups. Kenya has several entities in the opposition, about 3. Uganda may not necessarily be an exception. Because for anyone to effectively act over a fight of this magnitude, one must be free. The parties should feel free to act on the people who are trying to sabotage our rights. So it should not be surprising, I would like to pronounce, for the opposition to have several entities here to fight Museveni and others. We will not use the same style for as long as the focus is uniform. With those few words, I would like to make an appeal to the state of Uganda, governed by His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. President Museveni, sir, many people have made noise about the need to talk. You have not responded. Article 1 of the Constitution says, power belongs to the people. Power belongs to the people. But we have not shared the power that is articulated in the Constitution. Why? Because we have not had a free and a fair election for a long time. What the Constitution says that those people who own power will periodically, regularly exercise their rights to choose the people they want through elections or referenda. Most all of the elections we have held have been fake. So how do we get the right people? How do we get the right demands? I would like to propose that now that elections have not been useful, much as they are encouraged, the time is now for us to go to the Constitution Article 178 to propose a constitutional amendment that the government of Uganda becomes regional, so that the 16 regions can respectively share powers to make sure that we fight corruption. We cannot fight corruption under this confusion. You need an organized trend where regions share powers so that respectively they can exercise those powers to make Uganda a better society to live in. Uganda became a nation in 1962, 61, 62, when a decision was made through consensus by 15 regions that they developed a federal system of government to share the powers between the regions and the government. As we speak now, everything is stuck. Why do you maintain parliament of 550 people? Why do you maintain cabinet of 82 people when India, with a population of 1.4 billion people, has a population of 600 MPs? Where are we going?